Well, hello there, and this is on D. And I am here to do my review on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Season 3, episode 11. Hard to say I am sorry. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. Yes, it's early in the morning. Ain't nobody out here ready for your auntie this morning. But we're going to go ahead and get into this review because I have a lot of things that I need to get done today. So let's get into it. If I had to rate last night's episode of 90 Day Fiance, I absolutely would rate it a B. I thought that it was a good episode because a lot of things got revealed, and I would give it a B just because Rebecca finally fucking told the truth, okay? Like, seriously, she finally told the truth. And so I would give it I would give it a B just for that. So we're going to get into this episode couple by couple. As you all know, I don't do, scene by scene. I do couple by couple. So let's get into it. The first couple that I want to talk about is Tim and Jennifer. We see Tim, sit his ass at a restaurant, okay? Again, the same restaurant, same table, bitch, different day. And he is basically calling Veronica. He says that Veronica is his best friend and he needs advice from Veronica in order for him to know whether or not he needs to move on with Jennifer. And I'm saying, bitch, why? Why, bitch, why? I don't believe that this man has any. Oh, I'm trying not to go there, but I want to go there so bad. This man is a wussy. He is totally dependent on Veronica to make every decision for him. I truly believe that if Veronica was at the house with him and at the Airbnb with him, he would have had sex with the girl. I think that he needs her permission to do everything. So this bitch calls her on the phone. What the hell was all of that? Okay, good morning. So, he calls her on the phone and he's telling her he doesn't know whether or not he's ready to make that move, whether or not he's ready to propose to her. He's afraid of not proposing to her because he doesn't want to lose her, but still and yet he doesn't want to have sex with her because he's afraid that he's going to lose her. He doesn't want to breathe correctly because he's afraid that he's going to leave her. Everything that this mofo says out of his mouth is because he doesn't want to lose her. And I just think that it's all BS at the end of the day. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. And Veronica tells him, basically, you need to just get off the pot. She tells him that she thinks it's too soon. Why can't they just continue to keep dating and, and all of that? Because, he hasn't even had sex with her. He hasn't been intimate with her at all. And so, for her, she feels like, there's something that's going on with him. Who would know better than her? Okay. And so, he tells her he doesn't think that the conversation is going the way that he wants the conversation to go. And so he doesn't want to have continue the conversation with her. So, the next time we see this mofo, he's whining and dining her and taking her up to the mountaintop, okay? She is. He has to make a decision about what he's going to do with this beautiful woman from Colombia, this beautiful, sexy, vibrant woman. Like what man? Like what man has to make a decision about that? You just do what you do. You let nature take its course, but I don't know if nature's working in his body right now. I mean, I'm trying to say something without just all the way going there and saying it. But he takes her up to the mountain, and he has a scenic, a view. I mean, it's very beautiful, and he has, some food for her to wine and to dine her and everything. And she thinks it's romantic, and she says, romance is everything, to a Colombian woman. And romance is everything to everybody, okay? And so basically, this is where he proposes to pop the question. And so, he tells her how much he likes her and all this kind of stuff, and that he, wants to move forward. And she's like, Tim, all of that's great, but bitch, I think you're gay. Like, like, I think you're gay, bitch. And so, of course, he is taken aback by, but he's not shocked. I don't even think that this was Tim's first time having a woman ever say, bitch, I think you gay. Because he did not, like the average mofo or the average man would have went to hell off if a woman had said that to him. He would have been absolutely, totally enraged, okay? Not to the point where he gonna smack your ass, but the average man would have been like really pissed off, okay? But he just was like, well, it's not that I'm gay, it's just that, my brain clicked off. Okay. But she said that she thought that you was gay. Let me fix this damn camera. I'm afraid to do it while I'm on here with y'all. But it needs to be fixed because it's like cocked to the side. My whole life this morning is cocked to the side. And I don't know, why my life this morning is cocked to the side. But bitch, my life this morning is cocked to the side. So let me see if I can maneuver this or manipulate this some kinds of way. I don't have my glasses on, and it's really starting to bother me. There we go. There we go. Now y'all can see y'all pretty auntie. So anyway, y'all, this mofo is, he ends up giving her a ring. Of course, we know that he gave her the ring that he'd already given to Veronica. We know that this is a damn setup, okay? She's very happy and all of that kind of stuff. And, it's a promise ring, bitch. Because this is what Veronica told him to do. Veronica told him to give her a promise ring to string her ass on a little while longer. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, what are you saying? Yes, I'm here early. Sometimes I do those pop-ups. You got to be ready. So, she takes the promise ring and she's very happy about it. The next night, that night they supposed to, do the bump and grind and everything. And he falls asleep. So that we wake up in the morning time and we see, her again disappointed, him fixing, croissants and whatever the case. And he's sitting there waiting to see how she is going to react to this. I almost think it's a silly ass game that this mofo is playing. And I don't know what it is about him. I don't know whether or not his stuff isn't functioning correctly. I don't know whether or not he is gay. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's bisexual and doesn't know how to tell her that. I'm not getting it. I don't understand it. And frankly, it's just going to take too much time to even dive into it. Maybe we will later on today. But something is definitely wrong with Tim. Like, seriously. You have this beautiful Colombian woman who sits there and tells you, because she told Tim, I have not had sex in a while. She said, I thought that I was going to make you wait, but I haven't had sex in a while, so I'm ready to get busy, okay? And so it's like, I don't know. Like, I can't. Happy what? Hold on, let me look out here. What is that? Oh, Canada. It's Thanksgiving in Canada. Mm-mm. Okay. Just making sure everything is safe out there because I will end it and come back if I have to. Thank you so much, Boo, for the 99. To Sarah. Damn it, I don't have no glasses on. Thank you so much for the super chat, baby. I can't even see it because I don't have no glasses on, and neither did I bring them with me. So anyway, y'all, this mofo, basically makes another excuse to say that he was tired from all the stress of having to take her, on a nice dinner. I'm so tired of Tim. I feel like I'm never gonna have sex again. Like I feel like I'm in Jennifer's skin. This mofo decides that he wants to take her to a spa after he didn't make love to her. He's like, I feel like I'm the girl in this relationship. I do too. Like I do too. It's so frustrating to me to even talk about it because there's so many things that I want to say that I know probably is not appropriate for me to say. So it leaves me left breathless and speechless about this mofo. He takes her to a spa, and I really think that the spa was for his ass. I didn't see that the spa was for her. She didn't ask to be at a spa, but she enjoyed it anyway. She went on with it. They put masks on their faces and everything, and they laying back, and then they get into the hot tub. And, she talks about the ring, this promise ring that it has. It looks like it was a little yellow canary diamond. And so she asked him, where did he get the ring from? And so, he says, well, let me tell you this before somebody else tells me. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And after that, he goes on to tell her that the ring was Veronica's. And that Veronica suggested that she get the ring. And she was like, this is some trash. This is her trash. Why would you give me a promise ring that's somebody else's trash? And she's like, the ring don't mean shit. And the ring is a piece of shit. And I don't want this shit. I'm going to go ahead on and leave this little piece of ring right here, this piece of shit right here. Because why in the hell would anybody think that it's okay? Tim knew from the beginning when Veronica offered the ring to her that this wasn't the appropriate thing to do, but the bitch did it anyway. Is he doing it for ratings? Like, why the hell is he doing it? Like, I'm so sick of him, y'all. I struggle getting through that. Could y'all tell? I struggle with this mofo. Because I don't believe his story. I really believe that something is going on with him. And until I'm able to say what I really want to say, I'm going to go ahead on and move the hell on. So disgusted with it. The next person, talk about disgusted, is Angela. Angela's ass is sitting over there in Africa. She has showed her ass in front of Michael's friends. This bitch got the weight of the world on her shoulder because she has discovered that the bitch only got one egg. And the one egg that she does have is she doesn't even know whether or not it's a viable egg, okay? She asked her daughter for an egg or two, okay, because they act like they coming in cartons, bitch. And the daughter was like, hell no, Michael, you can't have my egg. So now Angela has sat at the table because she, I felt like she could, okay? and cussed his friends out till they left one by one, trying to have a conversation with her. She and Michael have decided now that they're going to actually talk about the situation. So Michael takes her out. He gets a little bit of shot of testosterone that morning. He shoots it in his mofo arm, and he has the nerve, the unmitigated gall, okay, the tenacity, the boldness to finally confront Angela on her bullshit. Okay, so Michael is sitting at the table with Angela. Angela said that when they went back to the hotel room, they had a little rough night. Things didn't go the way that they had planned them to go. She had planned them to go. And so they knew that the two of them needed to have a conversation. So they have a conversation and everything. And Michael tells her that, he felt disrespected. He felt like, she owed him more respect than she did. And so, Angela said, you know what, you did right, you right. She said, you know what, I needed to, I'm not going to apologize for what I said, but how I said it. Michael said that these are his friends, and these are the people that he cares about and the people that he wants in his life, and he believes that Angela should apologize for it. And Angela agreed, and I was shocked as hell that Angela agreed. Angela is insecure because Angela knows that her one egg is not going to be enough to keep this relationship with Michael, okay? She already knows that she's up, creek without a paddle. And so she is agreeable to do this. In order for her to do this, she has to add one of Michael's dearest and oldest friends. Because this bitch looked like Abraham, okay? Father Abraham. And he decides that he is going to mediate this meeting between him and the goofballs. First of all, for a woman to even say or call your friends goofballs is just plain old damn disrespectful. Why the hell would I want you to be around my friends when you don't even have enough respect for them to call them by their names? And I'm just wondering why she's calling them goofballs and thinking in my mind that there's another word that she probably wants to use. And I don't like the fact that she has put them in this category because she believes that they have not respected her relationship. See, when she first came over there, she didn't understand anything about bro code. She just thought that that they were supposed to tell her about Michael's past and, all the other women that he's dated and so on and so forth. And then he's not going to do that. If these guys have grown up together and they truly are friends, why the hell would they sit there and tell Angela anything about Michael's past relationships? They did the right thing. That's bro code, boo. And you don't break bro code or girl code. So Angela talking about, mentioned that she was sick and all of this kind of stuff. So this is the reason why she's acting ass. So we see Michael now, meeting with the mediator, and Angela comes in. Of course, Angela's got a beer up to her damn throat and a cigarette. And I just was like, this is one disgusting ass, wrinkled ass woman. I mean, Angela is absolutely despicable. She has no decorum, no self-respect. She doesn't, God, what the hell? You're sitting there and you're wanting to mediate something. And you just looking a hot-ass mess with all these wrinkles on your face and just smoking cigarettes, just chain smoking, bitch. I mean, I'm just talking about, you light one with the other one. And I just was like, the hell is going on with Angela? So Angela's sitting there with the other friend and she's saying, I like him because he respects our relationship. And I'm like, bitch, no, he's saying what you want him to say. So Michael is now having the goofballs, according to Angela, come and meet them at the at some little patio lounge or something like that. The guys come, they're very nicely dressed and everything. They take time out to come after this woman sat at the table and disrespected the hell out of them. They still gave this woman an opportunity to speak with them. I wouldn't. I would not have. So Angela sits there and says, I am apologizing for what I said. I mean, for how I said it and not what I said, because I truly believe and mean it. Michael jumps in. He doesn't even shake his friend's hand, okay? His friend extends a hand of greeting to him, and Michael tells him, just sit down. Bitch, you are not Papa Smurf, okay? You don't run nothing. And I don't know why he made it appear that his friends had done something wrong. Michael tells his friends, you disrespected my fiance. I would not have disrespected your fiance. And so his friend was like, yeah, you're right. But at the same time, did his fiance disrespect you? Angela was rude as hell. Now, I don't know whether or not this was editing or what it was, but I'm telling you right now, I did not believe that they owed her an apology whatsoever. I think that when they got up and they walked out of the room, it was about self-respect and self-dignity, and you're not going to talk to me any kind of way. But because they treasured and they said that they wanted peace, they accepted Angela's apology and apologized to Michael and Angela as if they were singing a song, bitch. They were almost singing it. Ooh, I apologize. Okay, the bitches said it at the same time. So I just was like, oh, God, that's a nice little singing group. Get them some T-shirts and some hats, boo, and some tap shoes. Action, we on the road. I just could not understand why they apologized to Angela. And Angela began to say, I am not as hard as I present myself to be. I felt like I was part of y'all family. And when I realized that I wasn't part of y'all family, I wanted to make trouble for you all. And so she begins to cry. She says, I'm tearing up, and she begins to cry. Because at the end of the day, what she could not understand was that these African men humbled themselves when they didn't have to. Sometimes you can kill a person with kindness, and that's what they did. They killed her with kindness, and the kindness that they showed to her, that she did not afford to them, broke this old ugly, wrinkled ass, no dressing ass bitch down to the ground. Because she expected them to raise up to be the trashy ass bitch that she is, and they didn't. Even though the guys acknowledged that they felt like they were being blamed for most of it, which was unfair. They said all they wanted was peace and a relationship with Michael. And Michael sat there acting like he was a king up on the throne. But Michael, I'm telling you, you are sacrificing your dignity and everything, your self-respect, your honor as a man. You're sacrificing all of this just to be in America with Angela. You must get a show enough plan, because this woman ain't about nothing. And she has degraded you and just made you look like a weak ass African man. And you know what? You're just not being the king that you really are, and the king that you really could be, because you want to sacrifice and be with this old bitch. And then she's going to sit there and say, I wonder if his friends are going to talk him out of marrying me if I cannot have a baby. Ain't no if in it, bitch, you can't. Angela, you cannot have a baby. Angela, you don't have any eggs, and your daughter's not willing to give you any. Angela, with the way that you're smoking and the way that you're drinking, you wouldn't even be able to have a healthy pregnancy, bitch. So ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. You cannot give Michael a baby. And if Michael chooses to be with you because he wants that green card and he bring his ass over here and bunk with some other woman and gets a baby, ain't going to be a damn thing you're going to be able to do about it, okay? And you can stand in line, because it's a whole lot of bitches like you that feel like you can do what you want to do, have what you want to have, and treat people like shit. Okay, on the bottom of your shoe, and still get up the next day and be called Miss Angela. Let me tell you something, honey. You gonna be in for a rude awakening. I hope karma come and bite you in your ass. I hope that Michael comes over here and does exactly what the hell he need to do in order to get a baby and carry on his name. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, he done already paid for the visa with his dignity and his self-respect. Yes, I said it this morning because I can. The next couple that I want to talk about is Avery. Avery is her last day with Omar. She is, devastated. She's crying and everything because Avery is like, my ass has to leave now, okay? I've got to leave and I've got to go back home. Reality is set in. I've spent these days with my husband. He's gotten to know me and I've gotten to know him, and I don't want to leave. I've already told my mother that I'm going to be going to Syria. As soon as I get back to the United States, I'm going to be filing for the visa so that I can bring Omar to America. And so she's going to the airport. She's in the car and she's talking about how much she's going to be crying and, all that stuff and her devastation and all that old bullshit. Okay. And so basically, he's like, okay, cool Mo D. Cool Mo D. But at this point we see that Omar is a little bit sad too because he has probably gotten accustomed to being with her for the last couple of days. And there is some separation anxiety that comes along with anybody, that goes on a trip for any extended amount of time or whatever. And so they're going through the gate and she's like, who's gonna play with your beard? And he's like, who's going to play with your hair? I said, Okay, you don't really want him to answer that, do you, Avery? But okay. And so, she walks over to the gate and she wants him to walk her, further. And he's like, I can't. And she's like, well, can you just stay with me? Can you hold my hand? And at this point, we see the little teenager. We see the scared little girl. We see all of that come out of her. Okay, y'all, I'm leaning over to the side like this because when I'm like this, it's a lot of haze and, the little sun is coming out and everything. I ain't used to accustomed to, and I can't swoosh my chair around. Let me see, I could probably swoosh it around a little bit more. Okay. So anyway, hi y'all, good morning. So, we see her, the little girl come out of Avery and everything, because she's not on her grown woman stuff. And so, basically, she's leaving. She has I think she said she was flying for like 50 hours. And I'm like, flying at there's no way. I don't know whether or not she said that or not, but for some reason, I just remember hearing that. And so, she finally gets home and, she's greeted at the airport by her mom and by her dad. And of course, they're asking Avery, those questions that you ask your child. How was the trip? How was Omar? She tells her dad she has some things for him to try on and all of that kind of stuff. And Avery is just a little girl. She's a typical American girl who is rebellious and wants to do what they want to do. But, this time she has included a whole husband in part of her growing up. That's really how I see it. Whether or not this is a good relationship or a relationship that's going to last throughout the test of time, who knows? Her family, her dad is like, Avery, I'm concerned about you because we're not going to be able to get to you if something happens and you move out to Syria. Because he said, Avery, I understand that, you told your mother that you were going to be moving to Syria. And she's like, yeah, I am. And so the dad was like, we're not going to be able to get to you. And so, the mom was like, you're going to lose your job. And she was like, my job already knows. And so her mother was like, oh, you told the job before you told me? And so Avery was like, yes, because they're not going to scream and cry and protest and walk out of the room. And Avery's dad quickly reminded her and told her, bitch, they not your parents either. These people don't give a rat's ass about you. You just there to work. And so at the end of the day, they're riding in the car and the mother tells Avery that, what if she gets pregnant by Omar in Syria? And so, she's like, the mother was like, I would have a fit. And Avery was like, I would be very happy to have a baby there. Okay? Because she's disillusioned. She really does not realize what she has gotten herself into. Okay? She really hasn't. I just, sometimes I look at Avery and I wonder if that was my daughter. If that was my daughter, I would fuck her up. I just don't know if I could support the relationship. The mother is saying that she's determined that Avery is not going to live in Syria. So she's going to try to do everything she can do to get him here in the United States. Thank you so much for the super chat. Onto your face is beat. Thank you. Thank you, boo. Who is that? Let me see if I can get your name. Two snaps. Thank you so much, boo. And truly, I only have on, to be honest with you, 4 products. That's it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then, my lipstick. But I don't even have on a lot. It's all about the blending, boo. It's all about the blending. But thank you this morning. So, you know what? Let's just, fuck it. The next couple I want to talk about is Benjamin and Akinyi. Y'all, oh my God. Oh my God. This is a doomsday, bitch. Okay, now we know that Benjamin, there has been allegations out there on Instagram about Benjamin. Let me tell you something. The viewers are split, bitch. They want to believe that Benjamin is this broke back guy, and then there are other people saying there's not enough information to verify it. Benjamin appears to be the damn fan favorite, okay? Now, I don't have a favorite this season, all right? But he seems to be the fan favorite. So we see him sitting there with Akinyi and everything. And, he's now discovered that once he pays the bride price, that this bitch is actually married to Akinyi. There is no engagement. None of that stuff exists, bitch. You are actually, at this point, a married man. And so we see him up in the morning, okay? Getting things together and having a conversation with Akinyi, because this is the day that this bitch got an 11 o'clock appointment with the old Daddy-O, okay? He got an appointment with Daddy-O and the family-O, okay? For him to be able to pay the bride price. So Akinyi is sitting there and everything. As we all know, she has not been forthcoming with the damn truth, okay? She hasn't been given any information about this mofo, right? So, Akinyi is, sitting there, she's having breakfast, so she's like, you know what? Let me ask this bitch some questions and let me see how ready he is, okay? Because at this point, they're already late for the damn appointment with Daddy-O. Now, Benjamin hasn't been able to make a good impression with this mofo, right? So, again, like I said, Benjamin bitch is in trouble. So, Benjamin decides that, he's going to ask her, some more information about it. Because as we know, Akinyi has not been forthcoming with the truth. The bitch been, giving him a little bit here, a little bit there. You know what I'm saying? Acting like, she putting some damn sugar in the cup. So they sitting there and they talking. So Akinyi was like, so look, you ready for the day? So Benjamin was like, yeah. He says that he is decided and he is determined that this is the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with. I really think that Benjamin is pressed. I think that he feels like he's put so much of an investment in that it's hard for him to walk away. But I'm saying, Benjamin, walk away, bitch, right? So Benjamin, so she says, how much money do you have? Now remember, Akinyi had already told this bitch, I don't care if you broke, okay? I don't care if you don't have no money, you ain't got nowhere to live, bitch, you gonna pay this bride price. So she says, well, how much, what do you have to do? So he said, I got a few things to do, but the last thing I need to do is go to the bank. So all of a sudden, all these dollar signs came up in Akinyi. Couldn't y'all hear the cash register going, ka-ching? So Benjamin is like, yeah, I got to go and, get the rest of the money out and everything, because he done already brought the groceries that was delivered, on the back of a scooter. So Akinyi was like, how much you gonna get? Like, for real, like, how much cash, like, how much dollars, like, is you gonna about to make it rain on my purse or what? So Benjamin ass was like, yeah, I got, I'm gonna go ahead on and get 80,000, whatever it is that's in her country. So Akinyi was like, Wait a minute, you getting how much? He was like, I'm gonna go get my 80,000, whatever side it is. So she was like, I can tell you right now, Benjamin, bitch, that ain't enough. He was like, so is it gonna be more? She was like, I mean, I can't tell you exactly what the bride price is gonna be because this is something you're gonna have to negotiate with my father. But bitch, I can tell you that it is not enough. Okay, she said mofos who ain't even rich over here in Kenya pay more than that. She said, bitch, that ain't but eight. That's equivalent to $800. She said, bitches who are broke, okay, come over here and they spend. They start the negotiation table at 3,000. She said, bitches just disrespectful. It's an insult that you would sit up here and say that you got $800 towards my damn bride price. So Benjamin, with his dumb ass, he don't know no different. This motherfucker don't know no different. That's what I'm saying. This bitch is in danger, okay? This is all he has. So he was like, well, maybe I can negotiate the fact that, I had to spend an airline ticket. I had to pay for an Airbnb. It's not that I don't have any money or anything like that. It's just that I spent my money on coming over here, airline ticket, groceries for myself, Ubers, taxis, and all of that kind of stuff. And I just did not factor in a bride price because basically I am a broke mofo. Okay, let's just go ahead on and keep it 100. Benjamin broke as fuck. Akinyi is like, okay, at this point, she wants to be married and she wants to go on and continue with this because it's honorable. And, she wants, her parents have probably already told all the neighbors and everything like that their daughter was getting married to an American guy, okay? So Akinyi wants to go through it. So Benjamin was like, well, before I leave out, I got one more thing to do. And so she was like, what is that? Now, it's 600 people out here and 185 thumbs up. Come on, y'all. Hit the damn thumbs up button. It's free. It ain't going to cost you a damn thing. I don't understand that. Okay. Anyway, on to keep going. Keep going. You do this because you love it, okay? So anyway... So Akinyi is like, what is it? So Benjamin pulls out a ring. And she was like, oh my God. Oh my God. He was like, will you marry me? She was like, get on your knees. You doing this wrong. Like, this mofo is so awkward and goofy. Would nobody else have even accepted this bull? So she was like, get on your knees. So he gets on his knees and says, Akinyi, will you marry me? She's like, yes, I can't believe it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me see if I can see who it is. Oh, my God. Is it KK? Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. We really appreciate you, your humor on a Monday morning. Thank you, boo. So, so Akinyi is like, he gives her the ring. She said, what finger does it go on? Oh, my God. She's so excited and everything. The ring stopped right here. Okay. So, they put the ring on the finger, right? The mofo stopped right there. She said, oh, no. So Benjamin like, oh, we'll get it sized up. Mofo, do you know how important this is to a woman? That everything is perfect. So Akinyi was like, bitch, I thought I was going to cry and even crying. Like, this ain't romantic at all. This is not what I dreamed of at all. I'm with this broke bitch and he don't have any money. He's going to my family's house with $800 for the bride price. This is something that's supposed to be honorable to the family, something they're supposed to be able to show off. The dad says that the bride price is something to say to the family that we appreciate all the things that you have done to raise your daughter in preparation of being married to me. Like, this is supposed to be the most precious thing that they have, is to present this woman to you, and your money or your bride price that you're gonna be paying is supposed to be equivalent to all of that. And this bitch, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, White Apple, for the $1.99 super chat. Google Dandra later. Bad area. Good luck tomorrow. What? What? Thank you. Thank you so much, Anthony. Is that Andrea? For the $7.20 super chat. Thank you, boo. I don't understand what that comment was, but okay. Maybe she was having some, errors. I mean, some things that was going on with her keyboard. God bless you, White Apple. So anyway, he has $800. $800 to present to her family as a bride price. And people are over here in the comment section on Instagram saying that there's no proof that Benjamin is broke. Then what the hell is all of this? Benjamin is broke. So, so she's like, I'm nervous. I done lost my damn appetite because at this point she knows that this isn't enough money. So they're riding over to. Thank you so much for the super chat. So they're riding over to the place and everything. They have their nice little, matching outfits on, and this is the day. He says that, he doesn't know whether or not he's going to see Akinyi because she says she'll be in the kitchen or doing something different, and they don't know whether or not, his price and his offer is going to be accepted. So he's sitting in the house at this point, and Daddy and Mama is sitting there, all the sisters there, and the father starts off. So Benjamin, you come into my home to marry my daughter Akinyi. You come up into this mofo late. We have my sister can my man. My sister who got here early. She left before the sun rose, before the cows crossed over the moon, bitch. And you disrespect my home and you come up in here, Benjamin Lute. She could have at least waited until the rooster crowed. But instead, she came here early because we had anticipated you coming at 11 o'clock, Benjamin. So you've already started off on the wrong foot with my ass up in this car. Okay? I'm not with you, playing with your ass. Yeah. Now, what the father don't understand is this motherfucker now only late, but the bitch ain't got for $800. But okay, so they come in there, they got little guy outside, He coming up in there with the packages and stuff. He dropping rice and shit all on the ground, packages of wheat and barley, you know what I'm saying? Toilet paper, dishwasher detergent, laundry detergent, you know what I'm saying? He putting them toasters and, you know what I'm saying? Coffee brewing machines, crock pot, all up on the floor. So Benjamin's sitting there and everything, because he think he in there, you know what I'm saying? He done, supplied all their needs according to his riches and everything. So they like, they looking and everything. So the mother was like, what the? The mother, with her majestic ass stuff, okay, because, she's beautiful, okay? So she's sitting up there like, yeah, hell is this? What's all this book he got sitting up on his floor? We don't like none of So the father sitting there, they both trying not to laugh because they really don't like the stuff that he got down there. You understand what I'm saying? So they sitting there, they looking at the stuff, so Benjamin's like, I've provided some rice and some other things, and I'm hoping that it's, is satisfactory to you. So, you know, the mother was like, "They not, you know, because for some reason, the mother, when she's sitting, when the father's sitting in the chair, he's sitting up like this. The mother all the way back like this. Because, you know, she got to scope the stuff. She got to scope the stuff out from afar. You know what I'm saying? She got to be like looking down on it. You know, she's sitting up there like, I said, they didn't start this. So, Benjamin up in there sweating and everything, you know what I'm saying? Fidel sitting up there saying, chill out, motherfucker. Chill out, motherfucker. Don't sit in my parents' house like this, you sweating. Get yourself together. So, you know, the father's like, yeah. Let me give you the history of the bride price. The bride price is a price that you're going to be paying, Benjamin, to show that you know, the father looked like, you know, you about to break 2 tablets up on the mountain. He seemed like, you know, he like Moses and all of them, you know, all the little disciples and stuff, and, you know, Jesus and everybody gardening, the burning the bush. You know what I'm saying? All of them stories from the Easter story. When the father talking, it looked like they about to break some tablets. I said, bitch, we to burn the bush. I want to take my Bible out. I have Bibles. Okay, Auntie, stop. So, you know, Benjamin sitting up there, you know, ass all tight and everything. He's sweating. Fidel don't know how to help him. So he like, you know, Fidel, what I do now? You know what I'm saying? Your father done sat up here and broke a couple of tablets up in there. So Fidel was like, you know, dog, tell him what you're going to do. This mofo Benjamin is in danger. This mofo is in trouble like I don't know what, okay? Akinyi is out there somewhere. Let me tell you something. What? Okay, that's right, the left side of Fidel. You right about that, boo. I said, these motherfuckers crazy as hell. We gonna see how this daggone negotiation go, because I'm gonna tell you right now, they was laughing like I don't know what at the things that the 5 loaves of bread and the fish that he fed the village. It just did not, it just did not do what it was supposed to do. This bitch did not come in here and turn no water into wine, bitch. They still got water. So they not impressed with his ass. And I can't wait to see how the father act when he find out that this mofo got $800. Because I'm telling you right now, Akinyi said, bitch, if it ain't enough, you gonna have to make it enough. You gonna have to pull some money up out your ass crack, okay? You gonna be broke, okay? Before you leave up out of here, if you think you're going to be with me. I really don't think Benjamin wants to do this. I think he feels pressured into doing this. This bitch know that he don't have, you know, what it takes to take care of this girl. From my understanding, and rumor has it that that Benjamin has applied for the K1 visa for her to come over here. I don't know if it's a K1, K3, K12, or whatever it is. But he has allegedly put in documentation for her to come to the United States. So we're gonna see how this this plays out. The last couple I want to talk about is Rebecca and Zied, Mr. Z, bitch. Rebecca has finally told Zied the truth, y'all. Oh my God. So we see them, you know, in the Sahara Desert. This bitch is on cloud 9. She walking around with his hand around her neck, tightly, snugly around her neck. Like his hand be like around her neck, like smug, like tight, like... Ziad be like, you know, I'm saying, you know... Now, I can see if I wanted a massage. But just to be bonded up with you, boo, I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable with all this tightness that's going on with my throat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's a little snug. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it ain't like no bug in a rug. Zaid be having this whole head around that mofo like he be having Rebecca ass like that. Y'all know he be having Rebecca like this. She gonna come out on Instagram and tell me he ain't whooping my ass. Girl, let me tell you something. He ain't whooping your ass, but you about to have whiplash when he get his hand from around the back of your damn neck. But anyway, okay. So Zaid goes, they out in the Sahara Desert and they decide that they're going to, go out and ride on the ATVs and all that. Is it ATVs, AVT, whatever? ATVs, I think that's what it's called. So they're going to ride out on those and everything on the desert because, this is what you do when you go out in the desert. So they riding and everything. He riding around there like a little boy. He having the time of his damn life, okay? He just doing the damn thing and doing the wheel. And so she's like, I got to tell this mofo that I'm married. This is the last secret, I think, that I got. I'm about to drop the bomb on him. Now, as we all know, she's been known since she got over that mofo that she's married. She knew that she had to tell this mofo that she was married. But she done put this bull crap off as far as and as long as she could. So now here it is time to pay the piper. They riding out on the ATVs. I mean, they having a good time. The production company, excuse me, living their best life like they having a ball, right? And so they get to, this little nice little place and they up on a, at one of the ruins and they looking over and he said, do you love this place? She like, I love this place. I love it so much. I love it so much. Oh, Z, I love it so much. Oh, bitch, I got to tell him I'm married. God damn, this is our last night here and everything. We all up in the damn desert and everything. And I got to tell this mofo that I am fully married. So they having a good time. He think he got, the perfect woman, for him and in his life and everything. So oh my God, I done spent all this money on these earrings and they won't stay in my ear. Y'all, please excuse me. So, they doing what they do with the whoop whoop and the boop boop boop. And they finish. They go and they want to sit down and they want to have a nice little lunch. Because, they provide the little lunch and everything like that for you. The whole little romance package, okay? Romance package, $599 American dollars, bitch. So they sitting down and everything, and she's like, eating it. He's like, oh, I love it so much. You love it so much. I love it so much. So they eating and everything. So, she was like, Z? He was like, yeah. She was like, I got to tell you something else. I got to tell you something. I need to talk to you. He was like, again? She's like, yeah. He was like, oh, okay. All right, what is it now? She says, well, Z, he like die. I am still married. Remember, before I left, I filed my divorce papers, but technically I'm still married. Z said, you what? You what? She said, I'm still married. He was like, what married? Who? What? Who? What did you say? Say it again. I'm still married. Man, Zed was furious. I mean, this mofo was pissed. He said, what do you mean still married? You married woman? She said, yeah. Zed said, this ain't okay with me, bitch. Now, I done did all other stuff because that wasn't about me. I stayed with you when you told me that you was out there freaking with a woman. I said, okay, that ain't about me. That was before me. But now you sit here at this damn... and you tell me that you married? He said, why did you wait to tell me? She said, I don't know. He said, what the fuck do you mean you don't know? Why wouldn't you have told me this before? Why are you just waiting to tell me that you married? He said, it ain't okay with me, and I don't mess with married women. I will not stay with a married woman. ZA got up out that camp, was like, look, somebody give me a Newport. ZA goes and sits down. He's talking to the cameraman. He's like, I don't do married women. I cannot do this. I now believe that everything Rebecca said was a lie. And I said, you know what, ZA, you right. Handle that. Handle that, Z. Handle that. Rebecca's up in there like, oh my God, I ain't never seen him get this mad. This bitch jumping and everything. Did y'all notice she was jumping? I said, now, something going on. So she goes, Z goes out there. He's like, I can't be with no married woman. She lied. I don't believe nothing she said. The bitch been lying from day 8 and day 1. And we all know, because we all done sat back and watched her lying her ass off. So Z goes out there, you know, he's smoking this Newport and everything. He is livid. So here she comes. Z, he said, look, don't talk to me. She said, what? He said, I said, no talk to me. At this point, he blowing O's, bitch. He said, I said, no talk to me. She said, why? He said, because I'm mad. I don't want to talk. I want to gather my thoughts and blow O's. I don't do married women, Rebecca. You lied to me. I don't want to talk. So Z said, she's standing there. I don't understand. No, you understand, Rebecca. You understand. You knew this. You used this boy for his peen. You came over there. You wanted to have a trip of a lifetime, bitch. You wanted to have all the sex that you could have, the wild sex, because when his pants is tight like as tight as these pants is, he probably landed down. You used this young boy for a quick vacation and a stiff. That's what you did. And that's why you didn't tell him before, because you knew that this was going to be a deal breaker. And then she's going to sit up there and try to tell Z, we both signed the papers. He don't know what the fuck that mean. He doesn't know what you mean when you say we both signed the papers. All I got to do is go to court one more day. He doesn't know what that means. He just know I love you so much. Z got up off that thing. She said, I'm gone. I'm leaving. He said, yeah, go on the hell on back up in there. Get out of my face. Get. See, that's the kind of stuff that gets you hurt. Right, wrong, or indifferent. And y'all know I don't advocate for no abuse, but that's the kind of stuff that gets you hurt. When you do stuff like that. When you're deceitful like that. Because that was deceit. I don't care how you flip it, how you turn it. She was deceitful to him. And on purpose. So Z said, you know what? I got one for you. He gets up on one of them daggone vehicles. And he gone. She's like, where he gone? Z! Z was out of there. Kicking rocks, kicking up much dirt, much sand in the desert. And she now realizes that I done crossed the line. That I can't have this mofo. All this time, she was just nickeling and diming him. Giving him a little bit at a time. Testing his patience. Testing his love. Testing his desperation. Testing everything about him. This mofo done took her money. and brought her ring and was going to propose to her with her money. But he said, I don't fuck with married women. And she knew that. And she knows that. And he's showing her that. Let me tell y'all something. Like I said, this episode for me got a B. All right? It's got a B. And tonight is the 90-day fiance before the 90 days tell-all. And bitch, are we going to be there to watch that or not? Now, of course, you all know that I will not be able to, come out tonight and do no review on that. But bitch, I'm hoping that the tell-all is on fire like this last episode. Also, y'all, on November 3rd, 90 Day Fiance is back on. I'm talking about just the regular 90 Day Fiance, bitch. New cast, new mofos. Can't wait to review them. That's going to take us all the way through the holiday season and into January, I believe. Y'all, let me tell y'all, this has been a wonderful ride. I thank you all so much for your continued support. We're going to still be here strong. Thank you so much for all the 800 plus people who are out here with your auntie today. Yes, I've sprung it up on your asses and did an early morning because when I can, I love for my other nieces and nephews who are on the other side of the pond to be able to come out during their their daylight time and in their evenings to be able to share with auntie. So anytime I can do this, I just absolutely enjoy being out here like this to go live and allow you all to be, in the comment section. Y'all, thank y'all so much for your continued patience and your continued support with your auntie. I will be back out later on today to do my review of Love After Lockup, okay? We gotta go ahead on to get into that. But right now I got some things that I need to do. You all have a wonderful day today. Thank you so much to everybody who super chatted. I am so sorry I did not have my glasses on and I was not able to do that to be able to see it clearly and what you all said, but that does not mean that I don't appreciate it and I love you any less. And so don't love me any less because auntie forgot to put her glasses on. I love you all to pieces. Have a great day, and I will see most of you all later on today with my review of Love After Lockup. Love you. Mwah!